Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shazib Hassan, and I have started an initiative of conducting the mock interviews. So, the first one which I have selected is Adnan Qaiser. He has multiple experience in the process engineering field, and he has completed chemical engineering in from UET Lahore, and he has completed various certifications related to safety and process engineering. So we will first analyze that how well he will perform during an interview, and then we will share the feedback with him after uh, the series and off the record, and we will not share the feedback with the public. So thank you very much. So let's start the interview. So Adnan, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah, sir. I am good. What about you?
Tell us about yourself, what you do, and so far what you have achieved, and how many jobs. Also, what is your feedback related to process engineering, and what is your objective and goal in near future?
Sir, first of all, thank you for shortlisting me for the mock interview. It's my pleasure to introduce myself. My name is Adnan Qaiser, and I'm a graduate chemical engineer from UET Lahore, and I live in Dahar, district Roorkee. And I did certification of Nibosh IGC, ISO 4501, and Six Sigma White Belt. And I have 2 years of experience in production and HSE field. And my hobbies are cycling, reading books in my free time. And my strengths are I'm focused, disciplined, and hardworking, and adaptable in any environment. And we are four siblings, including me. That's all about me, sir.
So, as I've been looking your CV, I see that you have completed uh, a job in Anglo Fertilizer as an HSC coordinator. So, tell me about yourself in that role, what you did there.
Sir, it was a project-based job, and I started in February 2018. It is mentioned in resume. So I have started as a HSC coordinator in my project, and it was signed by Anglo Fertilizer. And I have learned most of the techniques over there, which are implemented in safety practices and safety protocols, like PSM and PSRM. Sorry, and it was a wonderful environment
So,
over there.
what safety standard they are following?
They are following the process safety management and process safety risk management.
From which institute?
They are accredited from DuPont.
DuPont. So, it means
Yeah,
that they are following DuPont standards.
yeah, sir. Yeah.
Do you know about the process safety elements, PSM
Yes,
elements?
sir.
So you know about OSHA and CCPS, PSM elements, that how much elements are present in OSHA and how many are CCPS process safety.
Sir, in my opinion, or in a agro fertilizer, they are, if I consider them, uh, they are, they have 22 elements in PSM. First, I will consider the PSM. So they have 22 elements. First,
Mean that
yeah,
they are following 22 elements,
yeah, exactly, sir.
but the elements are incorporated in a standard, right? So if we talk about OSHA, there are 14 elements, and in the CCPS there are 21 elements, and it is divided into four blocks. So, what do you think when we compare the safety with the process safety? What do you know about the differences? That if we talk about safety, then what uh, things are covered in the safety. And when we talk about process safety, then the area of focus should be which one? Like if we talk about the process industries, if I ask you a simple question that what's the difference between the HSC and process safety?
Process safety is like in a process plant, like in a fertilizer or a cement or an processed food plant. And if we consider HSE, it's all around about the construction or in a journal way. Uh, uh,
Okay, so
Actually, sir, I am not expert uh, in safety. I'm on an entry level.
okay, that's right. So you have completed bachelor's in chemical engineering from UT Lahore. So do you have a plan to study further for the masters?
Sir, I have a plan for further higher education. I will go for MBA in supply chain management.
Okay. So related to the process engineering, uh, I have few questions for you. Suppose that you have a vessel which you can say the vessel volume is around 1 meter cube, and what should be the its length, depth, and height? If we have a vessel of 1 meter cube or the 1,000 liters, then what should be the length, depth, and its height?
Where I assume first, I think so. I assume it will be a round about 50, so 40 to 50 feet length, and in a small scale or as in a larger scale. Are you asking about it?
Actually, I just mentioned the volume of the vessel. It's 1,000 liter or 1 meter cube.
How soon is it to 1 meter cube? No, no, sir.
Okay. Uh, have you studied the petroleum refinery subject during the
No,
bachelor's?
no, sir.
So, what other subjects you have studied other than that?
There are biochemicals. I was in.
Okay. Okay. Suppose you have a dry air and a wet air. What do you think that which air is heavy? Is it dry air or the wet air?
There, wet air will be denser than.
Wet air. Are you sure?
Yeah, sir. Exactly, sir. I'm
Okay. Suppose you have a you have to design a reactor. So which parameters you have to consider during designing of a reactor? Do you know? Like reactor, you can suppose a conversion reactor. So which parameters you will select for its designing or focused?
sure. First, we will go for the environment of the plant. Then we will check the weather over, and second, it will be a temperature and flow rate and pressure of the reactor, and we will check the reaction take place on our reactor. uh, what are the temperatures and flow meters?
Do you know about how to calculate a pressure drop in a line? Like which equation is used? to calculate it. Do you know the equation name or anything about calculating a pressure drop across the line?
So actually, the thing is, when I was graduated in 2017, I haven't touched that stuff, all the process, or I have started a job in first. My job was in HSC field, so I haven't uh, done that all the processes and
As you have written in your CV that in the skills portion that you have, you know, S1 HISIS and S1 plus understanding, then can you please explain that how much you know about the softwares?
sure, I have worked in Aviva Pro.
But you have not mentioned in your CV.
Aviva Pro.
S1 HISIS and S1 plus. These two are the S1 Tech products, and Aviva is another company with a product name Pro2. So don't you know about this?
Sir, I have little bit
Mentioned
about
teamwork as a skill. So can you please uh, discuss an example of teamwork with us? That what is actually a teamwork while performing any project or doing any work at a workplace? Why the teamwork is important?
sir, it's a basically collaboration of workers included a whole on a workplace. Teamwork is most important. It's a play a vital role in a workplace. If we are working alone, so it would be much difficult for any of us to conduct or coordinate or managing or advertising or marketing or selling. The teamwork is most essential for everyone. Without team, we are nothing.
Okay, good. In the certification portion, you have mentioned that you have completed NIBOSH, IGC, you have also completed risk assessment and boiler types and opportunities for energy efficiency. So, how many types of boilers are there?
But there are two types of boiler. First one is fire tube and second is water tube boiler.
And how can we differentiate between these two types?
So in fire tube boiler, in tube there's a fire and on the shell there's a water.
That's it, or anything else? In the project section, you have mentioned that you have completed a project with a name production of 400 tons per day acrylic acid for methylene and oxygen. So, in that project, what was your role and what you have achieved?
My role was I was a member of my team, and it was project was 400 TPD of acrylic acid from ethylene oxide we have produced. It was just on a pilot pilot plant based, and we have discussed on them. It's like we have started conversion of ethylene uh, ethylene from ethylene oxide, and it's a basically uh, it is used for in a China and a Pakistan. It's used uh, for detergents and coats and or in a diaper in a plastic. So we have produced acrylic acid from ethylene oxide, a conversion of ethylene from ethylene oxide and uh, propellic pro, pro it's a word is a sort of propellic acid is conversion then to acrylic acid.
Okay, so you have registered with Pakistan Engineering Council, right?
Exactly, sir.
Are you taking their CPD courses regularly?
I have taken 2 courses, CPD courses.
Do you know about CPD? What is CPD?
So it's a continuous program development. Sorry.
Okay, so Mr. Adnan, thank you very much, and very well performed during an interview.
Thank you.
If you have any questions regarding anything related to me, then you can ask.
Sir, first I have to get the classes from you first, and second one is uh, I want to train from you, sir, as a mentor. If you train me, it will be good for me. I'm not a good guy, sir. I'm an average guy. Sorry, I'm not a good performer. I have performed well in after graduation, so I haven't command on my courses like on a process or on a uh, process engineering or in my core field. So I want to say this, sir. If you give me a chance, I will improve myself for a better opportunities.
That's fine. We will talk about this also. So that's it for today.